Two teams here playing for pride as the final week of the NFL season is underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Hands up. Lead.
53 to Mike. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Here we go again.
2-by-2. Move.
Crash.
Hands up.
Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
Let's go, D. Let's go, D.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
I'm coming for you. You mine. Shit.
Dalton gives to Bernard. He finds an opening past the 40. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Hands up. Lead.
50. Here we go, D.
Here we go. 93, 52, 93, 44, 44. Here we go.
First and 10 for Dalton. That's caught by his tight end, Uzama. Give him 17 and a Cincinnati first down.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
Switch.
Hey. Hands up.
Fakes the give to Bernard. Dalton. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11. Green last year had the lowest numbers of his career output-wise, 694 yards, 6 touchdowns. But, of course, there was a reason for that. He was battling a toe injury the second half of the season. And, boy, did the Bengals miss his presence. They limped to the finish line, losing 7 of their last 8. They are happy to have him back and healthy. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
I got one. Check 4.
Now a give, right side. Bernard. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Switch, double. Check 31.
Here's Bernard. He'll be taken down well behind the line, and I think he might have just given those 4 yards right back. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down.
Here you go. 93, 52, 93, 44, 44. Here you go. Hey, Delta.
53 is the Mike.
He don't know no better.
Third down, a shot here for Dalton. And Eifert has it. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 18.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Hands up. Lady.
Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Blue down. Switch.
Here you go. Can. Switch. Hands up.
They'll run on first down. Bernard. And he gets us inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard.
Hey.
Bang. Check.
Hands up.
On the toss, Bernard. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It goes as a loss of 6. And now third down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive. But this is third down.
Hey, Mike 50. Come on, baby, come on, let's go.
Hey, Zoo.
Stop.
Here's Dalton. He's got his man, Boyd. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Hands up. Lady.
Watch the curl. Watch the safety creep.
Yeah, 5-6. Regular. Hey, exit.
Hey.
Hands up.
Out of the gun, it's Dalton. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. His big tight end, Tyler Eifert, the intended receiver. But it'll be second and goal.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Buying time to his left. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Demarius Randall. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at the 20. Now the third leading rusher among rookies last year, it's Nick Chubb. And he's going to lose yardage here, back to his own 18. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the 18-yard line.
Good. 180.
After these traps, let's go.
Mayfield down. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. But he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, 82 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
Bengals nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Bengals nothing.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Get that ball. Check 26. Check 26.
Now a carry for Bernard. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 27 yards there, a first down. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his O-line and just went.
So there's two ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 44-yard line. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. But it'll be 2nd down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Let's go, D. Let's go. Hey, let's get there.
Throwing again. Dalton. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
2nd down pass play got them 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining.
Hey, alert 3, alert 3.
Now a toss play to Bernard. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Guys up! Lead!
Check, 42's the mic. Let's go, D. Big series right here. So we got to step it up.
Shift!
Back to the ground. This time it's Anderson. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
I'm coming.
It's a jet sweep. They get it to Green. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A.J. Green, his 11th touchdown of the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Now Matt Bryant on for the point after. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Come on, now. Come on, now.
Hey, alert.
Let's go, baby. Turn up. Get that ball.
Mayfield. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. The tally there, minus 2 yards. Brings up 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Set, 180.
52. Oh, here we go. Oh. Under 10.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll finally be taken down just shy of midfield. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a first down. Baker Mayfield, in all likelihood, is going to be seeing a lot of these Cincinnati Bengals in the coming years, twice this season. And he got off to a great start last year as a rookie against Cincinnati. 7 touchdown passes, no interceptions, and 2 wins. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Mayfield to throw it, and he completes it to Hunt. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down.
First down, Browns.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Let's go. Let's go.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Here's Mayfield. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. And again, it's Mayfield. That one is caught by Hunt. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Alert, 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 alert.
Going to the air again with Mayfield. He finds Beckham complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 19. Mayfield brings him up 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Slam, slam. Check out.
Throwing, Mayfield. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. 1st and 2nd down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big.
Don't get nervous.
59, Mark, 59.
Hurry.
From the gun, Mayfield. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jarvis Landry as the first half is winding down. And the Browns have taken the lead. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken short. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Watch the edge.
5-6.
The final act of the first half, Dalton. And that's complete. It's Green here. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the final two quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. This fielded at the 2. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show him one thing, hit him with something else.
And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. 3 down. Alert 3.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a fourth down. Here's Jamie Gillen now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Hey. You got 3. 3 down.
They'll start on the ground here with Bernard. And he's going to lose yardage back to his own 1-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything. Change it up because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Hey, Haywood.
Let's put him on the buses.
Got to be careful here. Dalton into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Zach Brown. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. short throw pick six right there, those linebackers. They love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and it's now 21-7. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengals drive about to get going.
368.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Two-jet bomber. Two-jet bomber.
Dalton right back on the horse after the pick six. And the catch good. It's Eifert. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Now Bernard. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Again, here's Bernard. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
44. 44. There you go. Hey, team 6. Team 6.
Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. They'll run it here with Bernard. Now after that last play, there's a Bengal down on the field. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back.
Let's get it.
Hands up. Lady.
Mike 50.
Regular.
Hey, check. Mike 50, Mike 50. Let's go, Heavy. Tell me what you got. Heavy?
On 3rd down, Dalton. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And this will pin him back deep. That's going to kick out of bounds right at about the 7-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? But it definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
The Browns drive about to get started. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
A good pick up there for the Browns, 15 yards.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
Here's Beckham now. It's a jet sweep. And, oh, this is Beckham remaining down on the ground. And apparently in some pain. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back.
180.
52 right here. 52. I got it. Undercrush, undercrush, undercrush.
King.
They go with Chubb on second down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. To say they've kept him under wraps running the football, that's an understatement. He's been completely neutralized.
Yeah, they've essentially taken him out of the game, haven't they? And you know all the teams say, we're not going to let him beat us. Well, that's exactly what's happened here. They've lived up to that.
And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on third. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field in this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
On first down, Bernard. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
One quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Please. 368.
Scan situation. Let's go. Check. 53 for Mike. Check. 50.
Hey, Alpha.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
On second and 11 now. Dalton. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30.
Move. Here you go. Can.
Dalton here from the gun. He's got Green. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Andy Dalton now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's first and 10. Operating from the gun. Dalton flushed out right. Got his man. It's Eifert. Showed off the juke, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Let's go, defense. Out time. It's out.
Here you go. 92, 93, 44. 44. Here you go. Hands up.
Looking to throw again on second down. Dalton. Green's open, and he's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A.J. Green, his second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season, as his guys are back within a single score. An out route there for the score, a quick out route there for the score.
Yeah, you're not really surveying the defense on this one. You're just counting on timing, making this play happen. 1-2, ball's out of his hands, knows where he's going, just puts it to the outside. Touchdown.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now Mayfield. They'll roll him out right. He's got a man, complete. A gain there of 30 big ones.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. A first down throw for Mayfield. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Darqueze Dennard there defensively. How good has he been throwing the football, though? And despite that incompletion, that's just the third time he's been off target this entire game.
And, Brandon, I've been on the other side of this equation, trying to defend a guy who's been this hot, and it chips away at your confidence. And when you're not confident when you're trying to defend, it makes you slower to the football, and it leads to more completions for them.
That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
First down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Show them.
Now Chubb. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, his second touchdown on the season. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing, because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Dalton finding Green complete. Past the 20. And he takes this way down deep into Cleveland territory. A big play. Dalton to his favorite receiver, Green. 59 yards. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Let's go. Let's go.
Out of the gun, it's Dalton. And he's got his big tight end, Eifert, and it's a Bengal touchdown. Tyler Eifert, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Bryant's extra point up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Mayfield to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. And sensing the momentum maybe changing here a little bit, Charles.
Yeah, this defense is going to get off the field quickly, and their offense got them a touchdown last time they had the ball, so they should get another shot.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on to punt for Cleveland. That's pulled in at the 32. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Dalton wants to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Green brings it in. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Come on, QB, come on. Mike's 50, Mike.
Let's go.
All right, here's Dalton. Complete to the right side. It's Eifert. A gain there of 21 yards. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a 1st down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. And his ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime.
Obviously, the excitement level here is almost a fever pitch. Down 1. It's tempting to go for 2. I say you go ahead and kick the extra point. You got the home crowd carried into overtime.
I'm with you. I do see some fans, though, holding up 2 fingers. Easy now.
Yeah, but they're not the ones who have to actually make that call, are they?
And now the decision is to go for 2. A gutsy call, and this, in effect, is your ball game right here.
By 7.
They'll look to throw. And it is caught. They got the 2 points, and with it, they've taken the lead. Yeah, after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking two plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary, but you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
Let's see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done.
57 Mike.
One last shot from Mayfield here. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game